The woman had just left the restaurant when she was struck by a hit-and-run truck. When she regained consciousness, she found herself in a hospital room, and her visitor was none other than her ex-spouse, who was determined to control her. Facing her ex-husband, she lost the ability to speak out of fear. He coerced her into signing discharge papers through intimidation. She secretly left a cry for help written on the documents. Since this was Roy's territory, the nurses didn't dare take action even though they wanted to help. Roy turned around and noticed the young black man who had just escorted a criminal inside. The woman seized the opportunity to take a paperclip. The young man spotted her and walked straight toward her. Previously, the woman had saved his life when she heroically fought against kidnappers in a store. Now he wanted to help her escape. However, the woman was well aware of Roy's brutal methods and didn't want to drag him into trouble. At that moment, Roy's son had already appeared with his men at the rear. After brief consideration, Roy chose to withdraw with his people. Roy then imprisoned the woman in a warehouse. After Roy left, she took out the paperclip she had stolen from the hospital. She then used the paperclip to remove a metal strip from the folding bed and began using the metal piece as a saw to cut through the chains on her feet. Meanwhile, Roy had arrived at the sheriff election debate venue, but an unexpected situation occurred. It turned out that Lorraine had planned to sabotage Roy's sheriff campaign, so he assigned a lawyer to select 3 people from the company's debtors. Since Roy's real name was Roy Tillman, the lawyer went to the relevant departments to process name changes for these 3 debtors. Now their names were the same as Roy's. Furthermore, the lawyer also used his connections to replace the election staff. This way, Roy would no longer be able to control the election results. At this moment, a staff member asked Roy what good deeds he could do for the district if elected successfully. Unexpectedly, every word Roy said was immediately mimicked by the other 3 candidates. Even their gestures were copied identically. The audience below burst into laughter instantly. Feeling insulted, Roy knocked over the podium and prepared to leave. The other 3 candidates mimicked the same action. At that moment, a reporter blocked his path. Roy angrily shoved the reporter aside. When a staff member tried to stop Roy from leaving, he received a punch from Roy, and it appeared that his family's generations-long tradition of serving as sheriff was about to come to an end.